When someone says leave it if you don't like it, they're having a huge, big fear of abandonment, because as soon as you walk out the door, they say, oh no, don't leave me, why are why are you going? It's a big manipulation, it's a big threat.
Right. And it was being said to my mother, but I was, I was worried about, them, something happening with them, obviously, so.
No, you weren't worried about something happening to them, you were worried about what's gonna happen to you.
Yes.
Because that's where the fear of abandonment is, what's gonna happen to you. Because children that live in that kind of environment ends up internalizing, they awfulize the situation because they don't have the know-how to cope with that. They don't have the know-how, what's gonna happen to me if, okay? And that's part of the fear, that even the internal decision could be, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. So they go through life wondering what's gonna happen to them, regardless of what the situation is, even though they know intellectually nothing is gonna happen too much, because they know as they grow they have control over that. But it's almost like it's almost like the greyhound, mechanical greyhound chasing the hare. They never catch up with the hare, but the hound doesn't know that. Or even a real one actually when they're chasing the hare. Okay? And it's anticipating, it's like projecting what's gonna happen, because you need that security to know what's gonna happen, and you probably do a lot of that. You probably make sure you know what's gonna happen, because you get anxious if you don't.
Yes, I have to.
That's me. Yes. So that's that definitely stems from the fear of abandonment and making those decisions when you're little, because you make a decision, what's happening with the parents, especially when you have one threatening the other one to leave. You gotta make sure that's never gonna happen to you.
And I've always been driven to be my own person and not be dependent
Absolutely.
on somebody.
Well, that was the gift. That's the gift.
Yes, and
Got it? That's the gift.
I do agree with you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That because there's always a gift in these things, because we pick the parents for some reason that we need to learn something about ourselves, but that's the gift. That you developed your independence, and you weren't dependent on somebody deciding. But the emotional component is the part that gets tricky, and the emotional component is the part that interferes with our full relationship with somebody else. Because there's a non-trust issue there. And the decision is, nobody is ever going to do that to me.
Absolutely.
So
I've
what?
said that verbatim.
But what happens with a decision like that is, we then don't know how to navigate through a real relationship and bargain what we need to bargain or compromise in it, because nobody's going to do that to me, because it blocks everything down, and yeah, you can love me, you can promise the world, but I don't trust you. How do I know?
And the irony is, my parents are going to be celebrating their 60th anniversary, and I'm going to be celebrating my 29th. So despite that, we've managed to maintain our relationship.
Absolutely, because what they were doing, that's their relationship.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that they're able to embrace a full one.
That's true.
So, you just do some healing work about the decision you made, because it's your decision that you made, and you may be, you may find yourself looking for reasons why not to trust your partner, or not to believe when he says he really loves you, because you're protecting